the low round kick, and this is going to be from the back leg. So there's lots of controversy about this. I just watched a video the other day actually where the person was basically kicking at a really bad angle. And we're going to talk about one of the reasons you want to turn your hip over. The big one for me is when my hip is turned over, look at the distance I have. Okay, for counterattacks, try to cross. See? Try to cross. Okay, now if I'm going to kick upward. Oh, absolutely, boom, right in the chin. So, that is the first. The second is if Brittany checks my kick, if my shin is turned over, I'm hitting on the sharp part of my shin. Okay, if I don't turn it over, I'm hitting where it can break from the side. If you take a popsicle stick and you try to bend it, edgewise, it's not going to break. If you try to, what way do you break a board? Come in or straight on. You don't try to break a board, you don't try to break a 2x4 from the side. It's not going to happen. That's the same way the shin bone is. So now that we're through that, the basic mechanics. So I can step or pivot off my front leg. Hands up. If I choose to step, I'm bringing my hip out. Not all the way, I still want to rotate. Now as I'm coming over, my hip comes straight from here. It doesn't loop out. And I don't chamber on this one. We'll get into the snap kicks later. So it comes right here and then back. Now when I land the kick, my heel should be facing Brittany on my support leg. Okay? So, okay? And I'm attacking the nerves in the thigh, in the knee, and even lower to the calf. Okay? These are the targets. If they're in the opposite stance, the groin. I can't hit the groin from here, I'd have to use my front leg. So as I'm here, the hip right from here, step, hands up. Super important, a lot of times your arm is going to want to come down on this. So I want this arm to come in front of my face, or straight out. So as I step, right back to my stance. So I'm here, step or pivot. I'm going to pivot on this one. Over, hand up, or hand across, or hands out. This is a natural motion for the same side as your kick, and that's okay. Sometimes just make sure this is up. So I'm going to step, and I'm landing that shin area, and also, we're going to get into this more for street application, but you can actually totally point your toe and also kick that way, and it gives you a little more distance. We're here, good distance. You're going to see the distance more from the side. So as I step or pivot, okay, and I can kick just above the knee. I can kick the knee, the thigh, everywhere. This is very damaging. You can actually go and hit the calf, okay, also. But here, this is the main thing if your opponent's on this side, you want to give a good power from your back leg. So as I'm here, one of the ways is to get their attention with the jab. Jab, here, okay? A really good way is left hooks, here. Also, if he switches stances, this is the best. This is my favorite against the southpaw because what's now there, the groin. So what's happening is, I want a round kick into the groin. This is far more effective than a front kick to the groin because you're basically taking and you're kicking into him, okay? And there's nowhere for his balls to go. That's just the way it is. So you see here, okay? And again, look at the distance if I miss. I'm at good distance here. I can hit him and he can't hit me with punches. So again, a jab, attention, and there we are. Can also go inside leg kick, but why would I do that when the groin's there, okay? This isn't sport fighting. So I don't need to tell you how much power this is. With the idea is that I'm following through. That the idea is that I continue. If I were to miss, I'm going to miss, okay? You're going to back up. Okay. If I were to miss, I can just switch stances, okay? I can also carry through. This isn't always recommended, but mainly I can come back. I'm just going to give a little bit of power, okay? Just a little bit. And I can show that I can hit the thigh. So as we're here, okay, jab, okay? Sorry, here I am. And so that's just a tap, but I'm hitting with the sharp part of my shin. Okay?
Think of your shin like a blade, like a sword. As long as you're hitting with the cutting edge of it, you're going to get your maximum power and the maximum focus of the energy. Also, just like with a real sword, if you hit it flat or at a bad angle, it'll break.
Absolutely. So that is the whole theory behind this. It's very sharp, it hurts, and We're going to get into more drills about sharpening your ability to take hits and not worry if your opponent checks them.